Lords and ladies, welcome back to MyStreet 5 years later with your host, Jacob. Oh, actually, no, forget that. I had to grab something first. Have some more music. Okay, now welcome to MyStreet 5 years later with your host, Jacob Butter, blah 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 blah. Hello. Let me just go into this mode because it's the 5 years later mode. All right. So yes, we're back. My apologies. I had to go retrieve popcorn and milk because I was just doing a stream before this. If you're watching this when it comes out as a VOD on YouTube, this is right after I did the early stream of Ponies Ep.4. So I am fresh off of the so terrible it's amazing bandwagon that is back into my favorite show of all time, and an episode that at the time I thought was amazing, like one of the boldest episodes that there was out there of the series until future events. But we're not there yet. We've got to watch the episode first. However, this time, unlike with the first 3 episodes, how do I pad the runtime out for this? By not being alone. So, welcome the creator of Ponies, I guess, KW.
Oh, hello. Hi.
I just realized you haven't reached this point in MyStreet, have you?
No, but does it matter? Does it really matter? I mean, I will get there eventually, right? I mean...
Well, yes, I just mean that based on wherever you ended up with MyStreet, this is going to be a major spoiler to something, and actually, it's going to be one of those where it's quite good to have a fresh person reacting to this.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So I guess I won't inquire into that any further. We'll just go ahead and crack on with it. So when we last left them off, they were all still... You've watched up to season 5, didn't you? You said.
Let's see. You told me to watch Phoenix Drop High season 1.
Oh, okay.
And so,
for some reason, I thought you said you watched season 5 like previously. You were doing a rewatch. Okay, yeah, right. Well, okay,
no.
Okay, fine. They are trapped on an island resort, and well, you know about the Ultima thing, so that's the reason why the Ultima got discovered. So they're being held there, and there's also some sort of nefarious plot by some villain that's going on behind the scenes as well. In the previous episode, they just had a ball where they were able to be there as long as they were masked and stuff. So yeah, they're back to being hunted now by the Guardian forces, which are basically the military.
Oh,
and
dear God. Okay.
That's the briefest summary I can give. That's the most non-Aiden-esque that I can make that description. So let's go. Without further ado, on with the review. Oh no, Derek is in chains. I feel so bad.
Halt! Sir? Sir, it's dangerous.
Michael.
You shouldn't be here. Only authorized personnel are allowed in this room.
Is he squeezing an armor-plated shoulder?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Was that the triggered sound effect? I think it was. It was the triggered sound.
Michael.
Oh no.
Of course you're allowed in here.
Wait, what?
He has access to the Ultima.
Since when, Jack? We were given specific orders. No one is allowed to see the Ultima under any circumstances.
I think it's a little too crowded in here.
I mean, sure, he could just hypnotize the other guard as well, but this is more fun, I suppose.
Probably, yeah.
Oh no, my armor-plated body. Did I just forget how armor works in this?
Probably.
Also, death count 3, by the way.
I have something I need you to do. Go outside.
That was the thing. Just go outside. And who closed the door? Was it him with his powers?
Who knows?
Derek Lycan.
I'm surprised that hurt him so much, because he uses way more powers later and he's fine.
It's an honor.
Maybe that was post thing being acquired. That's what I'm going to say.
thing. The thing
Yeah,
that...
That's what. Yeah. People will know, but yeah, I don't want to say.
Michael. Where's Terry?
Oh, don't worry. He's safe.
I feel like Derek should know where Terry is because while the audience doesn't know how the Michael and Terry connection works, Derek would. So that feels weird that he would ask where Terry is of all people. Also, Terry is Travis's dad, by the way.
All right.
What? Nothing witty to say? No apology?
Derek never apologizes. He's like Norman Osborn.
It's been years, Derek.
How did you escape?
You know what's adorable? The very fact you truly believed you could seal me away.
You know what I've just realized? I was thinking in my head, like, you know, Derek should have seen the name Michael when on the park when he like made the reservations as the owner, possibly. So if he thought to check that with Starlight Wonderland or something, because then that he had to be worried about keeping his family's identity a secret. However, then I've realized Michael doesn't have a canonical last name. What would Michael's last name actually be? And then I thought for some reason Michael Eisner. And then I remembered that this park, Starlight Wonderland, is inspired by Disneyland, which means that we have a Disney-inspired thing under a CEO named Michael.
Ah,
I think I made that joke somewhere before, but I forgot about it, so here it is again.
who knows?
Yeah.
Forever. There is no way a basic, low-life mongrel like you could manage to seal me away on your own.
Even though that's exactly what happened.
Ugh.
Still using your old tricks?
I don't argue with results.
If you could control people, why didn't you use it on us? On me? Or Garte?
As powerful
Or Aaron for that. Oh wait, no, I forgot. I know why he doesn't do it with Aaron. And with Derek, actually. Doesn't work with either of them.
as I am, I can't control a cursed soul.
Yeah, that's why. I thought he was going to mention that in a later episode, because at one point he says, "Your eyes don't affect me because we are both cursed souls." I've been quoting that for years. But yeah, I guess he mentioned it here too. I just forgot about this scene.
This magic is still imperfect.
You make so many potions. So why couldn't you just make a potion to fix your stupid problem?
This is true. I mean, that was the solution that even Ian tried to do.
Ah, my potions. The funny thing about my potions is, the more you use them, the longer it takes for their effects to settle.
Must be
Okay.
hard being you.
Except that except that when Ian used his potions in Emerald's Secret, they took effect immediately. Which means that even if he has a problem using them himself, he can get someone else. In fact, in the first trailer, he tries to get Ian to use a potion. If that was the reason, just have him do it again. He's alive.
You were smart to turn yourself in.
You have what you want. Now stop this crusade.
Do I? What I have in this room is a man who's failed at protecting this world. A man who's failed at protecting his family.
I mean, yes, but you also want an Ultima, so you got both.
What do you mean? You have the Ultima.
Unfortunately,
Well, you have an Ultima.
he isn't here. Don't take me for a fool, Derek. I know that the curse was passed down, as it has been for many, many generations.
Okay, so I gotta address this quickly, because this is what Aiden has been, no pun intended, hounding me about for years. So, because I mentioned that I don't think the Ultima curse is actually a curse, it behaves more like a genetic condition than an actual curse.
Ah.
Yeah, because otherwise it would have passed straight to Melissa as the firstborn, assuming that Derek was not going to have any other children. And yes, while people keep on saying, "Oh, we can only pass down the male line," there's not a single verbal clarification that's how it works. And also, I don't think curses tend to be. I mean, yes, sometimes curses are sexist, but I don't think this one was specified to be, because it was sort of inflicted on this by the same person who created it. I don't. Yeah. So essentially, yeah, and even then if you still need a Y chromosome to activate it, that's still science. So yeah, it behaves more like that, but because of how genetic conditions work, that means that the previous person will still have that. And also, Derek said that he learned at some point to actually control his anger in a previous episode, and that's why he no longer has any problems with the Ultima Curse. And that's why he was training Aaron up to make sure that A, he would stay isolated, and B, he'd also stay calm. So
Who knows?
Yeah. So pretty much on all angles, this fails. Essentially.
I know that Derek didn't give away when he did the haul, but I feel like he could have just said, like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, try to lie a little.
He could have shown his ultimate ears and tail, which he still has. If the ultimate curse is passed down, why would you still have those ultimate traits and not the other ultimate traits that you would have already, also as part of your DNA? That's why I still maintain that, even despite this scene.
Yeah, I just feel like Derek gave it away just a little bit, been going like, huh? What are you talking about?
True. Then again, he did fail to protect things, so he was never that good at protecting anything or anyone. Ah, yes. Fold out those clothes you will never want to use. This is what I was talking about when I referred to like the musical that we reviewed a few days ago, and about the cinematography. This here is how you do that properly. Like this building, it's been like surveyed and tracked and everything. That is CMD cam at its finest, or Blockbuster. I don't know which one.
You look tired for a guy who had a night of fun.
I think you've had enough fun for all of us.
Huh? Is it that bad?
Oh god, wow, okay.
Look like a raccoon.
God.
Darn it! There.
How? How does that work?
So, about last night.
All she did was shake her head! What kind of beauty routine is that?
What did you guys think of the casino? I saw how you two were dancing, so you must have come around to the idea of being okay with going out.
I'm surprised you saw anything considering that you also were dancing quite a lot.
Well, it was actually really nice. I had a lot more fun than I expected.
And none of us got noticed.
Yeah, that was a big relief.
Plus, it was nice to see everyone unwind for a change. All of this is incredibly stressful. I'm glad we could do that for everyone.
Same.
By the way, I didn't realize you were such a klutz on the dance.
Nightmares. That is literally stuff in nightmares.
Oh, you haven't seen the faces. Wait, oh, that's right. You haven't got up to the part where aphmau starts using cartoony faces for characters. Yeah,
I mean, I think I have, like with Mermaid Tail, or I don't know.
Okay, yeah, then yes, you have. But as far as MyStreet goes, it was season 3 where it really like hit its pinnacle, and then occasionally, I mean, Melissa always has this face at some point.
Floor.
It's just nightmares.
What does that mean?
Oh, yeah! I saw that too!
I mean, the animation made him look like he was a good dancer, but I guess afterwards, maybe. Then again, aphmau in season 1 did say he had 2 left feet, so I guess that is callback, maybe? I don't know.
I don't dance often! Was I really that bad?
It was like watching a train wreck. You're usually a bit more graceful when it comes to those kind of things.
Okay, first off,
Yes?
no one is as graceful as me. Second, it was hilarious.
Oh, I remember your dance moves, Gareth.
Seeing Aaron chip on his toes and trying to act cool.
Gareth!
Calm down, we're just teasing ya.
We are?
Oh no,
It was cute seeing you open up and aphmau leading the way. Besides, you gotta learn how to dance once this is all over. You know, for your first dance for the wedding.
Speaking of wedding, I wonder if there's any leftover cake. Be right back.
Oh, I guess that's a bit of a spoiler for you. Whoops.
I literally have 2 left feet when it comes to dancing.
As aphmau did say. Again, good callback.
Oh my gosh, how much folding clothes do you need to do, aphmau?
I don't know, but that dirty bandage is still there. It's been there since episode 1.
Oh god.
Someone pick that off the bed, please.
I'm glad he had a great time.
Zane.
Oh, not this again. So there was, I think the first episode was when Garte said he was going to take his family away from the issues and from the torment because it has to do with the Lycans, not the Remaves. I mean, technically speaking, he's wrong anyway because he also helped seal Michael away, but he doesn't know that yet.
Mm-hmm.
Your mother and I wanted to speak with you about something.
What?
Your mother and I have been giving it a lot of thought. Zane, we got caught up in this mess on accident. We happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
You see, the problem with this mentality in the first place is that they still won't be let off the island. No one's allowed to leave, and the Guardian forces have actually been using violence sometimes to keep some people at bay.
And this isn't our fight. It's the Lycans.
Yes, but we're fugitives now. Our faces are plastered all over.
But we...
That's another issue again, that you'll be recognized. Which is why even Zane wore a mask, well, a different mask, obviously, during the casino thing, and Gareth.
Aren't who the Guardian forces want.
Yeah, but they'll still try and use you to get access to the other people. And if
Yeah,
they
they
didn't
would,
want you as well, they wouldn't have your
torture.
faces there.
Torture.
If we were to leave, then we could be out of harm's way.
But what about...
Yeah, how do you plan to do that still? That doesn't
They
work.
obviously ever watched like movies or shows where people thought of this, and they still end up getting caught.
I don't want to see my family in a danger we can avoid.
But you can't avoid it.
Father. Mom?
We have to do what is best for you boys.
You missed out. The casino was amazing.
Yeah, why didn't you go? Did they just not afford to animate you?
Sounds like you guys had a ton of fun. I'm sorry I couldn't go. It's just... I had a lot going on.
Kim, are you alright? Is everything okay?
He's floating on his chair. Oh dear.
That's Minecraft for you.
Yeah. The one detail they couldn't fix, I guess, in this, because everything else seems pretty ironed out so far, with the exception, of course, of the Lycan family crest on his hoodie. But oh well.
Aaron, can I see you in private for a moment?
Sure.
Take off that hoodie, you're going to get discovered. That's the private message.
I'll come with you.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Let's go.
All right, go on, head off then. Fun time, Freddy. That is him. Remember, you were surprised it was in MyStreet? Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Aaron, do you know where your father is?
Okay, once again, why didn't they take Melissa with them? Does Melissa already know what's going on? Because he was talking to her. Again, surely you want to inform both of your children at once. Why did Derek and Rachel just have a habit of excluding Melissa out of everything for no reason?
I don't know, maybe because she's a girl. I don't know. That's my theory.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. That's also something that could have happened, because I remember I did talk to Maya about this during the time in season 3. This is a bit of a minor spoiler, but whatever. It's
I have seen
it's
season
small.
3.
Okay, it's I was gonna say it was small potatoes compared to what's here. But you know the whole family business thing where it was they wanted Aaron to take over, but Melissa was obviously way more qualified. It's like, I don't argue with mother and father's decisions. It must be you who comes back, despite the fact that you've never expressed any interest, and I've built my entire life around this, and blah blah blah. It's like, what the heck? I mean, the same thing happened with Gareth and Zane, where Zane was the one who actually he even said that he took part in some the business side of things and everything, whereas Gareth very much didn't want to. That was obviously to parallel him not wanting to become a lord in Minecraft Diaries, but in that case, Zane was quite literally evil. In this situation, there's no excuse apart from the fact that Garte does meme on Zane constantly at different times. But as far as Derek and Rachel go, they never outwardly said oh yeah, we prefer our fugitive an elusive son that we have essentially tormented for years, and we would find out about that afterwards, to inherit our business rather than the daughter who's been by our side the whole time. That was still
maybe because of either favoritism, or because maybe they expect Aaron to be more responsible for everything.
I don't know. I mean, again, he's the younger sibling. Because I mean, I don't know, the whole because she's a girl thing. It could be, but it's never addressed. It's not. I mean, it doesn't have to be verbally said, but it's never it's never even hinted at
or implied. Yeah, that's the problem.
That's the thing. It's similar to the Ultima curse not being an actual curse or being a genetic condition. We just it was just accepted at one point. The explanation when Aaron asked why does Melissa not have the same restrictions that he did growing up, all that Derek says is Melissa can't turn people into werewolves. You can. But that he never said only men can inherit the Ultima curse or something, or the family business. It's just I guess you can interpret it that way, but for me, it's I need actual confirmation before I make that, because I have a whole thing about never making that assumption in any situation with media until otherwise expressed, because that's just because if you go down that rabbit hole, that mentality, you become a cynical reviewer. That's not what I want to do.
And technically, I do know somewhat about the Ultima Curse because I watched Last Resort. So I mean, the terrible aftermath gotcha series. So
of course, yeah, that is true. Well, or at least I mean, I was gonna say, well, you have seen Lion Gate. Well, Kawaii-chan has seen Lion Gate, but she told you all about it, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, there's another example that I bring up sometimes about why I never make this assumption about anything, because with the mutant girl, there's a different situation that came up. But this is something that that Monet mentioned at one point. It was to do with the hatred towards Pop Josephine, and about how she thinks that it's so intense people constantly wish death upon her or anything, because they're so I can't remember how she phrased it. It was something along the lines of we were talking about black girls in media particularly, and for some reason said they don't see Pop as as human as everyone else, or like as human being, they forget about that. And it's like, there is no way that I am ever going to make that assumption about my own audience. Like, if they subscribe to me, they know better than to do that. There is no way. So that's another extreme example of, again, I can't obviously ask everyone individually about that because obviously it would be subconscious anyway, but like, obviously not. If people hate Pop, it's going to be because I wrote her intentionally to be hated. That's how that works.
I mean, like, honestly, I love her as, like, a really good, like, bully character. Like,
Yeah.
it did well for her to be a bully. But I do despise her. Like, I hate her 100%. But
yeah, that was the plan. Weirdly enough, some people like actually do like have grown to like actually love her, but like not ironically. It's like, where did I go wrong there? But for most people, it is how you described. And again, that was the point. I feel like
exactly.
I feel like if it, if I'd made her white or Asian or anything, it would have been exactly the same. In fact, I mean, I didn't design her. She was one of the ones that came over from Jay. But regardless, if Jay had done that, would it make a difference? So yeah, that's why in these situations I need confirmation that's the intention of the show, or the intention for the audience to latch onto. Otherwise, it's not going in here.
Jeez, it doesn't make sense in
Zach,
MyStreet.
Derek.
Oh yeah, number 1024 or something.
Still his pawn, I see.
Maybe, but you didn't give me much of a choice. Now did you?
That's true, they were sealed together.
Both were a threat. We had to do something.
You took everything away from me.
You did that to yourself. Long before I interfered. You were a terrible excuse for a father.
Look at you, protecting your son up in that hotel. And yet, now you're here.
He mentioned the hotel. I was going to say they both have a point because they're both terrible fathers, but you know what? Yeah, the hotel's the important bit.
The hotel.
There we go.
Never thought you'd leave.
Wow, if only they listened to Aaron and actually decided to go back to a different section.
Oh my god, aphmau, stop floating clothes!
I know, right? Also, can none of them hear a giant helicopter outside? Like, they're close to the roof, and the window is open. They should hear this.
Right.
I love the ground shaking with the camera.
What's that sound?
Oh, great. Gar's werewolf ears activate only now.
Is it
A helicopter?
Run!
Yep.
Freeze!
Don't move! Everybody on the ground!
My door! They're not shooting yet. They've got really bad reaction time.
You, don't move!
God, they are just awful.
What's going on? What's all that noise?
the Guardian forces? They're here. I have to warn.
And that's how you sound out of breath when you're in a rush. No, Miss Rainbow Flower, I need to have
And everyone else.
I must say, Melissa does like way better in this battle than I thought she would actually do. Like, she is dominating here.
She's such a baddie. She's a baddie.
Yeah. What is Kawaii doing actually? I mean, we know that she can she can defeat two guys all at once. Maybe not with armor, but we'll see. Or with guns. She was in the room. I'm just wondering what she did. Did she like jump out the window, cat slam to their feet style?
Stop her!
Guardian forces
Oh god, that image is in my head now. Literally.
Like, I know for a fact like whether that happened or not, but I'm gonna let that image lie there for a while.
Hell.
What's all the noise?
You know the best way to not get discovered? Slamming doors really loudly.
What is going...
on.
Oh, another good camera. Zane's got the right idea.
Oh my god, I'm trying not to laugh at that.
What can you do? There's no way out.
We can see you. What? What are you saying? Huh? What? Turn off the echo on your megaphone. We said turn it off. We can't hear you.
We're getting out of here.
What about everyone else?
We'll get everyone out.
Where's Dad?
Derek turned himself.
I mean, if you try and like unite everyone all in one spot, you're sitting ducks, and also you take forever wasting time when people might have escaped themselves.
In last night.
I get the impulse to put everyone safe, but yeah.
His plan was to distract the Guardian forces, give everyone an opportunity to get on a boat and escape.
Which you still can't do, because all the boats are back at the start where Derek said not to go, and also no one's being let on.
Things must have gone south.
He turned himself in, and you let him?
He didn't want his family to be in danger. He wanted to protect all of you.
Well, that worked.
Idiot.
Yes, Rachel. Yes.
Dad. We have to save him.
We're getting all of you out of here first.
What about you?
The door isn't gonna hold forever.
Aaron, you have to take this. Keep it safe.
He's trying to like hand him a briefcase while he's holding a door.
What is it?
I'll tell you once we get out of this mess. Right now, all that matters is you getting out of here with it.
No way! I'm not leaving without Aph!
Don't worry. I'll make sure she gets out.
If we're going to get everyone out of here, we need to do something about that helicopter.
Take it down.
I'll take care of the helicopter.
Go on. Go on. Agent R, I want to see him take on the helicopter.
No! Lucinda! The spell!
I haven't prepared it yet.
Okay. Right. So, KW, you've seen season 1. Do you remember?
Yes.
Do you remember a particular spell that Lucinda was able to do, where she like was able to summon Travis immediately?
Yes.
Yeah, Taviska and everything, and that that required basically no effort whatsoever.
Yes.
You remember also that one episode where Lucinda teleports around a bunch?
Yes,
that
I
whole
remember
one with
that.
the one with like Lawrence in the shower situation. Remember how that also took no effort whatsoever? Well, behold this scene.
There isn't time. We don't have any options.
Oh
I
god,
have no
did they
idea where
break
we'll
on
end up.
it?
That's a risk we'll need to take.
Oh
Everyone
my
else.
god.
Zane is still out there.
There's no way we're getting out of this room. We'll be walking straight into handcuffs.
If only Lucinda could summon people to her exact location at will.
Three in the north room, and there's one on the roof.
Come on.
Open up, or we'll break down the door.
Zane, the GF are here!
Yeah, I think everyone's noticed that by now, Aph.
No! They're at my door!
What do we do?
We have to jump down the balconies!
What?
He's right.
Oh, okay, he can hear them.
Two more on the
They can hear a man's voice from the roof, but not a giant whirring helicopter.
north and south balconies. You need to get someone on the roof.
You're both crazy!
We don't have a choice! They'll be in our rooms any second!
Subject on the south balcony is Yes, confirmed. It is Zane Romaine.
So, again, they are easily recognizable, and they are of interest to the GFs. Garte.
What about the helicopter?
I said I'll take care of it! Jeez.
Get on the ground. You're under
It's like they've never seen a man take down a helicopter single-handedly anymore.
arrest.
You're gonna have to catch me.
What was that? We can't hear you when you whisper. We found out how to turn off the echo.
He's on the run.
I was really hoping that they were like, he would...
Grab onto the plane and like.
Yeah,
go,
he'll like jump onto the helicopter. Yeah, like James Bond style.
I know, same here, buddy.
The only Minecraft roleplay where I could say unironically, I wish the character could have jumped onto the helicopter.
He's distracting them.
Yeah, which how on earth does that work? Like he's not the main person of interest to the GFs. They want to like have the helicopter there to capture the Ultima. That's clearly not Aaron. Like what do you mean?
Our chance!
Are you sure?
We have no choice!
Yeah, don't look all the way down. That's a terrible lab.
Keep the door down!
What do they think they're trying to do?
Like, why would they open the door?
Is he sliding down glass? He's sliding down glass.
He's Spider-Man.
Go on.
aphmau! Hold on! I'll come help!
Wait.
This has got that werewolf strength.
I'm fine.
Aph! We need to go down at least one more!
You've gotta be kidding me.
Remember.
All right then. You know what? That's getting my Levi drink, because there's one other scene in this that people think is gonna get the Levi drink, but for reasons I can't explain right now, it's not. So Levi drink to aphmau and Zane for that stunt, and I guess for Agent Arthur for figuring out that helicopter people are stupid. Right.
Once we get out, go straight for the door. I'll be right behind you.
Right.
Good. Now, are you ready?
Let's go.
Go!
That's another Levi drink-esque moment, isn't it? You know, with Rachel there. All right, I raised the glass.
Come on, we have to go!
This has taken several minutes.
Almost got it. There.
Garth, now!
Right.
They couldn't grab on before. They had to grab on as soon as she was like muddy ready.
Here goes nothing.
Redcons, they're bad for me and you. Redcons, next time think your story through. I have been waiting since the dawn of 5 years later itself to sing this song at this moment. Ah, yes. Wow, they went down quite a few levels. They're getting into this now. They should be in the middle balcony, just swing over.
Hide!
You hear that?
Oh, now you can hear from below, yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh, I forgot about this scene, yeah.
Spider-Man?
No. Kid, I'm not... Listen, my friend and I are in danger, and we need to stay here for a bit.
I love how this hotel is still being used despite the fact that it was like there's secret knocks to get in a certain door.
Bad guys.
Yeah. Really bad guys. Can you help?
Anything for you, Spider-Man.
I think this is like actually Joseph, like, you know, the son of Jason and Jess.
Stop right there! Don't you move!
My accent changed halfway through this conversation, it did.
Bravo! This is good!
Oh, there she is.
Let's go, Kawaii-chan.
See, and Aiden thought it was a retcon that Kawaii-chan was strong. Well, tell me how she knocked out someone wearing a helmet using only one weapon, which is a pot.
Come on, we have to.
You know what? I don't care. Levi drink to Kawaii-chan. That's it. That's the new Levi drink. I've retconning my previous Levi drink.
Let's go. Another recon.
I'm allowed. It's a review. Different rules.
Go!
That's a really great reveal of Toby.
Melissa! Melissa!
I thought the door slammed on her for a second. Then I remember, like, yeah, she does this.
Melissa, what are you doing?
Hold it, hold it!
That scream from Aaron is really great.
Yeah, no, that was like awesome.
Aaron, just go!
We've got Melissa Lycan in the top lobby. Aaron Lycan is in the stairwell. I need Delta Team to head.
Kill her.
What have you done?
Oh no!
Aaron?
No!
We
No.
have to go!
No! No! No!
He was unarmed! We're supposed
No!
to take him alive!
No! Don't you? No!
Your eyes.
Oh no! Don't you
need to
No!
go.
Are you freaking kidding me? Oh no.
As long as you stay with me, I'm alright. I wanna hold you. Red lips, blue eyes, plastic jeans, and every room you walk into, you're always setting the scene. I wanna hold ya,
Oh, you. Okay, here's the thing. I watched the Resort series. Okay, so I do know for a fact his family dies, but it's that. Oh my god!
Well, the Resort series, like Melissa was in that, remember?
Yeah, oh my god, and Aftermath too, but oh.
Okay, so obviously I was not the only person reacting to MyStreet 5 years ago when that series came out and everything. Yeah, there was a lot of people who had that exact same reaction that you did. I, of course, was not one of them, because this is where I was saying, like, I'm really surprised they went this direction, but you know what? There's a death in here that has actual consequence and is gonna stay permanent because she's not one of the main characters. We actually get to finally do this without any of the ridiculous safety nets that were in place.
I think was
And I
even
didn't
worse. I think
didn't-
I thought it would happen sooner.
I didn't get that shock, but I'm glad that I brought you on as soon as I remembered that you haven't seen season 6. I was like, oh, this is gonna be good.
Oh my god!
Because getting to see someone read that live 5 years later, fully worth the wait.
That's just like I actually was good about to cry because I know Melissa wasn't great in season 3, but like when Aaron screamed for her and everything, and then they were like going to, I'm like, oh no, you're not. Oh, like
yeah, season 3, Melissa obviously had some ways to go. Eventually, she just kind of stayed in her vacation mode. Vacation Melissa is very different to other regular Melissa. It was like, well.
I honestly think they did really well for that scene. To be honest, to get you being like, oh my god.
Yeah, on one hand, I was like, the bullets being on the wall itself is like, well, I mean, what position was she in? But then I realized if they actually shot at the door, then Aaron would have got hit as well. So it doesn't make any sense. And also, I guess maybe they're kind of like fully piercing rounds that don't go through a person. Therefore, there'd be no marks on the door. That was what I think I said at the time. But yeah, that's the scene that I was really surprised at. But I honestly was like, I was proud of that decision. Like, it didn't have to be Melissa. It wasn't like I had a vendetta against the character or anything.
Right.
It's just the case that it was somebody who was not a main, who we knew was going to have to come back for the series to continue, that actually gets killed off, and we're going to have to deal with that. But that's something that we haven't seen in an aphmau series since Diaries. That kind of consequence happening. And even then, the person that happened to was Aaron. And by this point, season 3 of Diaries was still in production. It was like, well, his body's still there, so is there some possibility because of the whole thing with Shad and whatever? Who's to say?
Wow. Just okay. Wow, aphmau. Jeez.
Yeah.
You're okay. Good to know you can do something like that.
Right?
In the series.
Right? Yeah. This is, I think, where the whole meme of like bring tissues for season 6 started, because from this point onwards, having like with how things go, with like the basic like the meme image of Jess writing this series with a knife. I'm gonna see if I can find that. But yeah, this is where it all started. So hold on, let me see. aphmau writing knife. Let's see if I can bring up that image. One of the funniest memes that I remember seeing, because it was just a picture of like actual Jess, just with a purple knife. Oh, okay, it doesn't appear.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, like literally, if you could, like, if I felt like I was watching like a full-on actual movie that came out in theaters or something.
Oh yeah, because also because of the cinematography, like you're not used to that
Yeah.
part yet because they haven't brought out all the stocks. You get the occasional cat face tracking shot and all those things, like at the beginning and end of videos, but sometimes we get them establishing different shows like Diaries Rebirth. But it's never been like so consistently done throughout.
Yeah.
Up
It
until
was really well done. Honestly, it felt like a real live action movie or something. Like dang.
Yeah. Or an animated movie with a huge budget. Yes.
Yeah, it felt like it was good as like I mean, I'm not gonna say it's good as like the new Puss in Boots movie, but I felt like it was really good. Like when I watched the Puss in Boots movie.
Sure, it's no multi-million-dollar production for one of the most famous animation studios in the entire world.
No, it gave me that same feeling. No. It gives me like the same feeling, when you watch the Puss in Boots movie. Like,
That's fair. I did compare ponies to the Hobbit in last episode, so I guess I'm not the one to complain here.
It was, oh god, I know, Melissa, why?
Oh yeah, this was I remember this one. It's one of the episodes that really stood out to me, and yeah, there's the people who are watching right now that haven't seen this episode before that are probably wondering why I didn't use my Levi drink for that scene, given how I love it so much. The people who have seen the episode know exactly why I didn't, but I'm not going to say that right now. So, yes,
Give us spoilers. La, la, la.
Exactly.
I promise,
So-
I'm catching up as fast as I can. I'm trying to get through as much as possible.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Like, I think I'm like halfway done with season 1, so like I think
Yeah, fair enough. I halted my catch up marathon because at one point I started watching Winx Club. I was like, oh, I haven't seen that in like since I was
Oh,
a child. I'm gonna do that now. Yeah.
Oh, God.
So, but different snow. In fact, I'm gonna probably get back to that after this, because my goodness. But yeah, I think that was it. I don't have too many cons apart from the fact that, as usual, no one can actually plan anything. But that's like a whole running gag that I've done by this point with Late MyStreet anyway, that no one can actually plan properly except for Zane and aphmau, apparently. So yeah. Oh, and also another con is, of course, the retcon with Lucinda and stuff.
Yeah,
but,
that's definitely a con. And
Mhm.
my con will be is that, you know, them taking like too long to like try to figure out how to escape. For me, like at least for aphmau and Zane, when they learned that, oh, the Guardians are coming, they're like, what do we do? What do we do? Oh yeah, which like it took like maybe 3 minutes to try to figure out what to do before like jumping out of like the balconies. Like,
That is interesting. Yeah, that's interesting enough. There's a weird problem with season 3 in general, because yeah, that becomes more and less apparent in later episodes. So I guess it just kind of depends where they like talk about doing something for a long time while they could actually be doing it.
Yeah, it was just like oh my god, just go and figure out a plan, and then like also like figuring out like what do we do? What do we do? I'm like I know it's a panicky situation, but last time I checked, you usually want to have a calm mind setting at least
There were
somewhat
also
calm.
there were also GFs at like both of their doors at that point trying to get in.
Yeah, and they couldn't get in, so it's like if you took this long to try to figure out a plan to jump on the balcony, I think you're fine. Like that's for me. It's just a con. It seems like it like took forever for them to figure out how to get out. You know, and they were just like keep panicking, like what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Like, yes, I will probably be one of those people who are panicking and don't know what to do and everything. But at least try to be calm. Just be calm, please.
I mean, you know, to be like Agent R and distract a helicopter that's after a different target that isn't you.
Another con. No helicopter fight scene. I want a helicopter fight scene. Come on.
You know what? That's something I find a lot when you have like a really powerful scene at the end of a video. Sometimes you forget to like the other negative things you said before that until you like look it back. Actually, as of the time that we recorded this, Sword Art Online Abridged episode 17 also came out very recently, and that video, like all the comments I see about that are like of the last scene, and for good reason. But we can't forget like the rest of the episode. It's not that the episode was bad. In fact, it wasn't. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's just that it overshadows things, and that's both a good thing and a bad thing. It kind of depends. In this case, it's a good thing because it covers up a bunch of other stuff, and also it like elevates the episode entirely for me by itself. So yeah, I say that as per usual with these episodes, this is brilliant, great, astounding, but still not perfect.
It's not perfect. There's
Yeah.
like what, 3 cons, 4 cons?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, okay. So please, that's it. So please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. I've done this already, and of course, like I say this finally once again, I checked with episode 5. It's for Aaron's losing battle, and that is once again a week from now. Which fortunately, I don't have to share that slot with ponies, so that's good. But yeah, it's still a week from now on the 19th. Same time, same place, 5 years later. Until then, please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. And subscribe to us already. And on that note, Until next time, farewell.
Bye-bye.
Rest in peace, Melissa.